Hi everyone, once again welcome to my channel, and we are solving a very important and famous interview problem, my calendar one. So see the like ratios here, like and dislike ratio, and also this problem is got asked 9 times in last 6 months itself in Google. So this problem must be solved before you start attempting the interviews like phone interview and any. So here in this problem we are have to design a class my calendar where there is a method book, and whenever the book method get called, we will get two integer values start and end. So this is representing like start is included and is not included is the interval or the duration of the meeting, and we have to check if we can, like if the calendar of the person is free or not in this duration. If it is free, we will book it successfully and return true. If it is not free, then we will return false and we don't have to book in that case. So how to solve this problem brute force? Let's understand this with this example itself first. Like first understand this example. Here we have 10:20. So the calendar, let's say time start from 10:20. We have one meeting because there was no meeting at all in the first before this. So we can successfully book it and return the true over here. So let T represent true. Now second meeting we are getting from 15 to 25. So if you see 15 to 25, this is getting overlap this time. So we can't book this meeting, we just discard it and return false over here. Another meeting we are getting 20 to 31. So this first meeting which we booked is from 10 to 20, and 20 is not included because the end is not included, and this another meeting we are getting 20 where start 20 is start which will include, and this will go till 30. So there is no overlap in the first and third meeting. As second meeting we have just discarded, so the third meeting can also be accepted and we will return true over here. So this is the total problem. Now how can we solve? So one of the brute force solution, like for the successful booking, we will keep storing that duration of the meeting in some data structure. As here it is getting dynamic, so we will use a linked list here, and in list we will store the pair of numbers. So we will use the list and we store the here array start and end time of the successful meeting as a pair of array, and this is how. Now whenever we are getting new method call for book, then we need to check with already successfully booked all the meetings if it is colliding with any of the meeting. If it is not colliding with any one, then we will add this new timestamp into the successful booking and return true. If it got collide or overlap with anyone, we will return false there itself. So what are the criteria of overlapping here? So let me show you. Let's say this first row is represent the meetings from the while iterating successful meetings, and second row, second line is representing the duration of the new meeting. So this is like start is in between the previous meeting start and end. Another case can be reverse, like the start, this meeting start first and then second case start like this. So here the start of this meeting is in between the start and end of the new meeting we have to book. Now another case, like this meeting is completely got, like new meeting is completely overlapped by the any of the previously booked meeting. So here the start, again this we can find out with this start is light between this start or end of the successfully booking meeting. Another case, like the new meeting is completely overlapping the previously any of the meeting. So here again this case overlapped with this, like this condition. So now if you can see, we can combine this first one with the third one and the second one with the fourth one case. So here what condition we need for first one? We will check the new start. So start of the new meeting which we need to check if it is greater than or equals to the successfully booked start meeting, which will be on 0 index, and lesser than the end of the successful meeting. If it is the case, then we have overlap, we will return false. And another condition with OR, we will use this like reverse, like if start of the successful meeting m of 0, let's say if I am entering, is lesser than the end, given meeting end, and greater than or equals to start. So if this is the case, then we will return false. So this covered case number 2 and 4. This condition will cover case number 1 and 3. So that is the idea. You can pause the video and try to code yourselves. That is very straightforward, not that too tricky. So let's quickly write the brute force code as well. It will hardly take 2 minutes. So like here we will take this. So let's say call it as meetings, and here we will initialize it first meetings with the new array list in the constructor. Now in the booking method, what we need to do, we will iterate through all the meetings pairs, like m is in the meetings, and now we will check condition if the m of like first condition m of 0 is greater than equal to start, and start is less than the end of this successful meet, any of the end of, or the another case is like start is less than or equals to m of 0 and m of 0 is less than end. If this is the case, we will return false over here. Otherwise we will add this new meeting, meetings dot add new into pair array with the start and end as the start and end, and here we will return true, like we are able to book this. So this is the code. Let's compile the code and see if it is getting past the test case. It get passing. Let's try to submit and give a hit. So it got accepted. Now what is the time complexity of this solution? So the time complexity, as you can see, as the number of successful meeting gets increase, so every time when we call, so total n meetings we need to check, total if n times we are calling this method n times, and in every, like for the last one, we will compare n into n times. So this, the time complexity of this solution will be O of n square, and the space complexity, we are storing all the meeting over here, that will be O of n. Can we further optimize by using something different or some other data structure? So let's try to understand how can we further optimize. So what we can do, we will try to store some sort of this data into a sorted data structure. So in Java, the sorted data structure which will help us, we can easily use the tree map, and in C++ you can use the map, and in Python you can use sorted list, I guess that will help you. So in that we will maintain the start time along with the value, like start time as a key and the value as the end time. And so in this we will create a map of tree map. Now how to check whether the new interval, new interval where we are getting start and end time is successfully not overlapping any of the already successfully selected meeting. So what we will do, we will try to find out this, where does this meeting like. So in tree map we have very important two method, like finding the floor of any key. So the floor will return us null if it is there is no floor key of that number, or it will return the key which is just smaller than that key. And the ceiling in the tree map return the null if there are no bigger key in the tree map, or the just bigger key in the tree map. So let's understand with the first example itself. First we are getting 10 and 20 as meeting. So here we will just store 10 and 20 in our tree map. Now we are getting another meeting 15 to 25. So for that, what we will do, by using start, we will try to find out both the keys, ceiling, floor. So floor of this is 10 and the ceiling of this is null, as there is no key which is greater than 15. So here we got the ceiling floor key. So with floor, what we need to check, so as we know, floor is just lesser than. Now we need to check if the value corresponding to the floor key is greater than the start. If it is greater than the start, then there is a overlap. So as you can see, 15 is overlapping in the 10 to 20 range, so we will return false over here. And that's it. So we will return over, we will not add 15, 20. Another we are getting let's say another interval, after that I am adding 5 to 15. So now for 5 the floor key will be null while the ceiling key will be 10. Now again we need to apply the same condition. So for this, the condition we need to check if the end of our new meeting is lesser than the value of this, basically the if the end. So this we will do, instead of this we will check if end is greater than the ceiling key. If it is greater than ceiling key, which means we have overlap. As for the start, we found the flow which is 10, and that is a start of some already present successfully added meeting in the calendar, and this is like overlapping. So here as you can see, we have successfully added 10 and 20 in our calendar, and we are adding another meeting 5 to 15. So this is like 15 is getting overlap, as 15 is greater than the ceiling key, so we will return false over here. And another meeting if I add after that, which is let's say 20 to 25, then for 20 the floor key is 10 and the ceiling key is null, and for floor key the value is not greater than this start. So we will add this into our map. So like this we will add the another meeting. So this is the idea. You can try to code by yourself. So let's start the code. So for code, let me represent this data structure. We will use here tree map. So tree map of integer, and that is, let's call map itself, and here we will initialize this. Now what I need to do over here, just discard this case, and first of all we will try to find out like integer. We will use object integer here, so that we will store null and all. So let's say floor is like map dot floor key. So map dot floor key of start. Similarly we will get ceil of start itself. From this will be ceiling key, map dot ceiling key. Yeah, so this will be start ceiling of the start. Once we got, we will check the condition. If floor key is not null, and so map dot get floor is greater than or equal to start, is this we need to like the last, which is not, it's just greater than, then we will return false. Or the another condition, if ceil is not null and the value in and is lesser than, or the and is greater than ceil. If this is the case, so let's just double check the condition. So here we have floor, if the value is greater than, that is not included, so we just use greater than, no need to equal here. And in this case, and the new start is included, so this and is not. So yeah, that is the condition. Let's return false over here. Otherwise we will add map dot put start comma and here we will return true if we are able to. Let's try to compile the code. Yeah, it is working. Let's try to create one or two more test cases over here. Let's me add 15, or instead of 15, 5 and 12 or 14. Let's see, we should get false for second and third here. So it's compiling. Let's try to give a submit, and it got accepted. Now what is the time complexity of this solution? So the space complexity is same O of n, as we are going to store in the end if we are getting call this booking method n times, and every time when we find out the floor and seal, that takes log of n time. So the overall time complexity of this solution is better than the previous one, which is Tc of this is O of n log n. So that's it. There are two more other problems on my calendar 2 and 3. You can give a try and let me know if you want me to create a detailed video solution of those problem as well. Thanks for watching.